You see me? Oh,
How are you?
I'm good. How are you? You all right?
Surviving. I really like the piece you have in the background.
Oh, thank you. That's for a gentleman called Keith. He's one of my early collectors, and I thought I'd put it up there today. He's
Really
such a
cool.
character. You get some like really nice, wonderful collectors along the way. I'm sure you experience a lot of lovely people with what you do, but I'm so blessed to have really nice collectors as well.
Why did you make that specific piece for him?
So he's got a few of my paintings, but he wanted an animal piece. And he liked this sort of image, so he wanted me to incorporate my sort of twist to it. So we did an animal piece for him. He's got a Freddie Mercury piece, he's got a Queen, he's got a few.
That's really cool. I like the blue. Is it blue that you've used?
Pardon?
Is it a blue that you've used to put on it?
Yeah, it's like a blue going through it, some turquoise, bluey, just to sort of complement his eyes.
That's really pretty. All
Thank
right,
you.
cool. So
You paint? Are you a
you're,
painter? Do you like to paint?
I don't show it off, but I do
Why
paint.
not? Why don't you show it off?
Lack of confidence completely. Which I've read a lot of your interviews, so I know that you felt like that as well.
Honestly, if I could give you any advice, it would definitely start just even if it's the smallest piece ever and just like continue with it.
Just I just can't. I'm good at encouraging other artists, so hence my job, I guess.
What
But
do you
yeah,
like
it's
to
just
paint though? What, anything
start.
in particular?
Gothic horror specifically.
Bit dark.
I got an obsession with Frankenstein when I was little, so ever since then
Oh,
it's always
sick.
been
Maybe you could do a Frankenstein piece with your own twist, or have you done it before?
kind of have, but just not the confidence to actually share it.
Maybe you should send me
I'm
some
still
stuff
unsure.
after this, and hopefully I can encourage you.
All right, cool. Sounds good. For your was well, your first piece was Cray Twins, right?
It was the first one that sold, and I knew I could
Mhm.
make money from art from that moment. But before that, it was just fun. I would paint on the back of doors in my bedroom, on the walls, anywhere I could sort of like a nice flat surface where I thought, oh, that's easy to do it on that. Because sometimes paper, like, I'd kneel on it on my table, on my lap, and it wouldn't be uncomfortable. So let me do it like this. When you're young, you try to experiment and do it. I had no real guidance, you see, so I would try and paint wherever I could. But yeah, I've never
Really
really had
cool.
any guidance with it. Just I had a few good school teachers in art. I was really trying to be with the popular kids, and I never really wanted anyone to know that I could draw or paint. I thought they're going to think I'm a geek and they'd bully me. I know that's so bad, but
Why did you think that out of curiosity? Was anyone say that to you, or was it just a preconceived idea
that's
that people
exactly
saw
it. I
from
was
you
just
then?
naive, I guess. And when you're young, you think all sorts of things. So yeah, it's ridiculous now looking back. I wish I had done it sooner, but that's just, I guess, the way the world works. And my mind was sort of trapped in that sort of bubble at the time.
You're from Chigwell, right?
Originally from Greenwich, I was born in Greenwich, and then I moved to Ireland for a while. And then
Wow.
my mum's Irish and my dad's from Cyprus.
Mhm.
So we moved to Ireland for a little bit, and then we came back, and then we moved to Chigwell. And yeah, I've been there ever since.
What was life like growing up in all those different places?
Amazing. Like Ireland for me, one day I'd love to live there. It's just the
Mhm.
culture. The people are beautiful. The weather's warm. Sorry, the weather's cold, but the people are warm.
The reason I got this job in the first place was I started working with my dad, so my dad's an artist. My dad
Wow,
has
okay.
spent his whole life, so he's got four daughters, and he just spent his whole life working for us, odd jobs, but he's always been an artist. It's the only thing he's ever cared
Is
about.
he established? Do I know him? Have I?
No, probably not. He is established, I guess, for himself now, but he's called the Knitting Man. Knitting
I'll
Man.
check that out. Let me write that down.
He knits, but
The
over
knitting man. So I'm
COVID,
assuming it's with knit. He knits.
he knits, but he
Or
paints. He's getting into galleries with his actual paintings now, which is great because that's the thing
oh,
he's actually
sick,
passionate
amazing.
about. But the first thing that did well for him was knitting. Throwing back, but over COVID, I ended up going home from uni, and then we worked together to get his art out there. And it's a similar story for you, right? Was it over COVID that you decided to fully
Yeah.
become
Is
an
that when it happened
artist?
for your dad as well?
Yes, exactly the same. Yeah.
So what? How did it sort of puts you in that mindset where you have to do it because you've got no other option. I wasn't going to work, and then they let me go from my job, and I was like, this is the time to. I just got thrown in at the deep end.
Was
Was it
it
the same
social
for your dad?
media? Social media that took off for him. So he started every single day, he was doing a little knitting video on YouTube, and then his YouTube did really well, and then eventually he started making money from it. So
Oh, amazing.
was it social media for you as well that took
Instagram
off?
has been a huge platform. So if I could give you any advice, you're probably doing it anyway. but Instagram was an amazing platform for me. A lot of people are saying TikTok now. I don't know if you've got your dad on TikTok.
He's got a
Is he doing
TikTok,
good on
yeah.
TikTok?
TikTok's great. I'm trying to encourage him
Okay,
to do
cool.
live videos at the moment because that's what's doing well.
Oh, he's doing lives.
So
Cool.
he's
Check your dad
learning.
out. I'm going to follow him now.
All right, I'm sure he'll like that. So what was it? You just started building followers up on Instagram and then pieces started selling? Did you sell from your own website or just from home?
Website was more just to make it look professional and all that jazz, but people would come directly to me to buy it from me. So I'd always get it organically. And yeah, I've been really, really blessed. I've got some amazing clients, people from all over the world. That's the power of, again, of social media. You can sort of attract people that you never would normally go to. And for me, social media has been a great platform. So I'm sure you know this already.
No, it's definitely, we have a lot of artists that follow us. So that was going to be one of my questions was, do you have three sort of art tips for the other artists watching this who want to succeed?
It's funny because a lady messaged me today. She's a teacher at a school, and they always showcase my work on the projector and they put it on the screen. And the kids write letters to me and they write questions like you've just said today about how can I become an artist? Do I get paid well? Just children being
Yeah.
so innocent and they want to ask questions where you want to say it without the filter. So for me, I was thinking of stuff today, what to write back to them. But the main thing I could say is to enjoy it. Now, that's very cliche, but enjoying what you paint is so important. But then if you want to make money from it, from a business aspect, you have to build up your following and post as much content as you can. That really helps. Social media is amazing for artists trying to get out there because galleries are so expensive in terms of they can take some galleries anyway, take a lot of commission
Mm.
and some are quite good. But it varies. So social media is a good platform for me anyway, because it's helped reach out to a different audience, so to speak.
Is that a local school that you're?
Yeah, it's a local school. There's one in Kent. I get asked all the time, and I'm this year I'm planning to go to a few schools and go there and try to encourage them. So that's what I plan to do this year. But it's just amazing that little kids love drawing, and now they're thinking about, oh, I can make money from it because the teachers obviously told them what I've done and they've showed my work, and I've bought a car for my mom and just little things like
Yeah.
that. So I think they're kind of seeing that and they're like, oh wow, if he can do that, I can do that. So it's
Yeah.
encouraging and hopefully they can get the spark that they need to go on to do painting as a career.
If you could give a message to your younger self, what would it be?
Do it sooner. Don't wait. Do it sooner. Think with a lot of people, you think about doing something and you're like, I don't know, but do it. The sooner the better.
You've made art for loads of famous people. I wanted to talk about so many of them, but because
Okay.
I've got limited time, could you give me your three top people you've made art for and how that came about and why?
Three top, and I don't think I'll ever top this is Andrea Bocelli. For
Oh, that's
me, when
amazing.
I met him, I had goosebumps. He's just such a special person. But I created a painting for the visually impaired, and he could feel and touch, and he could smell it. And I found out his favorite aftershave from his team,
You could smell
and
it, so you got
he
that.
could
That's amazing.
yeah, he could actually smell the painting, and he touched it. And I was using all different types of textures. The eyelashes and the hairs on his hair was from my paintbrush. So I tried to make it as
Wow.
arty and as different. And yeah, that for me was a lovely, really special moment. And my mum and dad were so proud to know that I could get my artwork out to such an iconic person, Andrea Bocelli. So that was number one.
Not surprised.
Oh gosh, Acon was amazing. I grew up listening to Acon, and for me, Acon was like, whoa, like this guy's a superstar, and he does so much charity work behind the scenes for his people, and he's just an amazing person. So that was a great honor. I did like the album cover for the album he was bringing out at the time, so I painted that, which was quite cool. And he had this massive chain, and I had it like crusted with diamond dust. It was cool, and he loved it. So that was a good one. Just because I mean, I'm sure Akon and the music that
Yes.
we grew up kind of listening to him. So it was like what as a no-brainer. Three would be probably Conor McGregor, being Irish. He was amazing to me. He was cool. He's actually got his painting now on his yacht. So that's cool.
Wow.
I had
That's
one of my friends message me. She was in Spain. She was like, "Will, I've just seen your painting on a boat." And she goes, I realized it's Conor McGregor's boat or yacht, whatever it is. And it was crazy. It was very surreal. I was like, oh wow, that's like cool. And he's like put it on his Instagram and stuff. So it's been a real whirlwind. Another one, it's probably a little bit off, but it was at the Royal Albert Hall for Konstantinos. He's the huge Greek superstar. And it was center stage of this Greek statue. And that was amazing. Like, I could see the whole crowd staring up at the painting. And at the Royal Albert Hall, just such an iconic venue. That was a special. And I brought my parents, so they were sitting front row and they get to enjoy it as well. So that was like it was a touching moment.
I bet they were incredibly proud.
Oh, I hope so. Yeah. I do a lot for my family, so that's my main drive and my main goal, my friends and my family. It's just a bit of the way I've been brought up, my culture, and see, it's a great thing to know that my art can help and maybe encourage the next person to do it. Pardon?
Were your parents artistic?
My mum's good. She makes candles and little quirky stuff like that. She's quite cool. My dad he's very organized and he has patience. So I think that's where I get the patience with the painting because you need patience. And he's so laid back. He's like a deck chair. He's just so chilled. He's got the patience of a saint. But I think I get a bit of mixture of both of each other. I've got like my auntie paints. My auntie actually got me into art. She encouraged me to do it. It's in the family. There's definitely creativity in the family, but I think mostly with people, youngsters starting off, it's guidance. People need guidance, and I feel that's so important. Like you're obviously helping your dad, and you know how social media works. So you're great for your dad to help him, and I think people need that more, a bit of guidance, basically.
Is there anyone that you would refuse to paint, out of curiosity?
Who would I refuse to paint?
Yeah, is there
Maybe
anyone
like
you
Jimmy
would paint?
Savile or someone like that.
That's a good choice.
Some
No,
in
normally we've gotten
yeah.
Trump. Normally it's Trump that we get.
Oh, I actually did. I painted Trump the other day. No,
Did
I painted
you?
him the other day for a private collector. Politics is a difficult one, and it's religion and politics is a sensitive subject. But for me, some of Trump's things I agree with. Some of it, with anything really, you have your opinion. Some views you don't agree with, some you do. It's the way of life. Like, you probably have friends that some of the stuff they say, like, no, don't do that, but they do it. Or don't get back with that silly
Yeah.
things. Nobody's perfect, but some of the stuff I definitely agree with. Some of the stuff I think it's a bit wild. But yeah, and I have no. I painted him, and it was a great honor to do that as well. And we might actually
What
be
was the
getting it
painting
to him
like?
to sign it. So
Oh, cool. Wow.
that's in the pipeline. That's an exclusive for you there. So fingers crossed that happens.
What was the painting like? Are you allowed to tell me?
So it was the assassination attempt.
Oh,
And
yes.
instead of his security guard, we've got Elon Musk next to him. I'll send you afterwards.
Yeah.
It was pretty cool. And I like that there was a female in front of him. I thought that was quite powerful as a woman in front of him, which I really loved because it just shows just a very powerful painting. I did a piece for Playboy and they asked me to do something for empowering women. It was a great honor. So that was kind of extension of that almost.
Is that the queen that you did, the bunnies?
That was the queen with the iconic bunny ears. Yeah.
Yeah, I love
I
that. That
got
was really
mixed
cool.
on that, but the bigger picture, so to speak, was she's a powerful woman and what she represents. It wasn't so much trying to bring her down, it was more she's a
Yeah.
powerful woman and it was empowering. And it was, yeah, I liked it. It was cool. It was different.
Oh, I think it's good. The queen can be sexy. I like that.
Exactly.
Let me
Why
see it.
not? A royal
Yeah.
fineness, I called it, instead of
Yeah, I like it.
highness. Tried to
How
be that.
did you get that anyway? How did you start working with Playboy?
Okay, I was with my girlfriend at the time in New York, and we went into an art gallery. And this is again the power of going into places and I was just going around looking at some of the pieces. They were really cool. And the lady at the gallery came up to me. She says, "Oh, are you interested? You know what it's like." I was like, "Oh, we're joking." And I never really tell people that I like to paint. I never tell people that I paint. Or maybe I should more so. And my girlfriend at the time, she said, "Oh, he's a painter as well." She's like, "Oh, no way. I'd love to see your work." So I showed her and I was like, "Wow, this is amazing. Like, I like this." And they was like, "Would you be interested in like having some work in New York?" And I was like, "Oh, yeah, you sure? Like this works so much better." And I was like, "No, no, no, amazing. We need to do something." So anyway, I thought of it, got back to London, and they reached out to me. He's like, "Will, we'd love to have your work. We're doing a collaboration with Playboy. We want you to do a piece." And I was like, "Oh my God, cool." So I thought,
Amazing.
yeah, I thought who bet the Queen? So yeah, I did that.
What is the process like for you when you start a piece? Like, where do you begin?
I'll give you an example. So let's say I was doing this one. I put a lot of David Attenborough on. I'd be like getting references, some of the animals, and then Attenborough's quite relaxing anyway. So I'd watch a lot of animal documentaries. That helps. So I get references, and then I start with sketches. But my thing is portraits. I love doing faces. I love faces and shapes and stuff. I'm sure you know, growing up with your dad. And then he starts the process. I'll start a sketch, and then onto canvas,
They're
and then paint.
incredibly realistic as well. You're like often think they're photos, right?
Yeah, I do get that sometimes, yeah, with some of the pieces, yeah. And then obviously with time you get better and better and you find out different techniques. Because I've never been shown how to do it. YouTube's a great platform as well. Like you see other artists that encourage you and show you different techniques. So any artist listening, YouTube's fantastic for helping your skill.
Is that also teach yourself braille?
Braille took a few months. Again, YouTube, the place to go.
Sorry, assume.
Yeah, YouTube's no, we take it for granted, really, but it's really good platform, and it helped me, yeah, help Braille and some of my techniques with the art.
You spoke about your Irish heritage a lot already. Like, how does that influence your painting?
It's such a fun culture. Have you ever been to Ireland before?
No, I want to go. My dad says it's great.
So yeah, must go. It's just fun and it's very relaxed, but very welcoming people. And I've grown up with it, so I've always known that side of things, and I'm just very proud to be Irish. Proud to be Cypriot as well. I don't like to. I know the Irish side takes over a lot. I think it's because my mum's such a joker and she's quite a powerful figure in the household. Um, but yeah, I think the culture of it brings in the fun side and the fun aspects to my artwork and being more free with it. I think that definitely helps.
My boss loves boxing. So obviously you mentioned Conor McGregor earlier. Are you a big boxing fan?
Yes, I love Marley.
Mhm.
He's probably my favorite boxer of all time. Just him inside and outside of the ring. Huge character and a beautiful person. Yeah, he's just a great person.
Yeah, we've got lots of like Alec Monopolies dedicated to him. So yeah,
Oh,
yeah, it's
sick.
one
Have
of
you
my
got
boss's
Alec
favorites as
Monopolies in
well.
your gallery?
Not currently in, not we've got a very small space here, but we own a lot of them, yeah, which is
Okay,
cool.
cool.
And
Favorite
then
artist that you
we
are
sell.
that the gallery own?
We own Richard Hamilton.
Oh, you like Richard Hamilton? Okay, cool.
I
And
just
is it Shadow Men?
yes, I really like selling his pieces. I just really cool. I just think the whole kind of theatrical his career were
Yeah,
just incredible.
amazing. Yeah,
And he lived for the art as well, and he
of
died for
course. Yeah,
art,
you could
so
tell. Yeah,
just
he's
yeah,
an
just
OG.
but yeah, no, definitely my
Who else? Warhol? Do
boss
you like Andy Warhol?
yeah, yeah. A lot of people compare your artwork to Andy. We
Yeah, I
work
get
quite a
that,
lot.
but I don't know if I see it myself. But you know, when
That's
people
what
say,
I was thinking as
yeah, I
well.
don't
I
see
saw
it.
it on every article and I thought maybe one person said it and then everyone ran with it.
Yeah,
Who
I don't agree with it. I don't
who do
know.
actually influence
It's a
you?
completely different style.
Yeah, no, I so too. Who does influence you then?
I love Leonardo da Vinci is one of my favorites. Caravaggio's another one.
Very good
Like the
choices.
Renaissance. I love the Renaissance,
Yes.
the old school. Yeah, that's I really like that. I'm trying to do
Fuseli
like
is
a
my favorite.
biblical. Is that your favorite as well?
Yeah, I like Fuseli is my favorite.
Oh, really? Okay, sick.
Yeah, I like Fuseli. And The
Who else
Nightmare
do you
is
like?
my favorite. Oh, who else do
Pardon?
I like? I like Bosch,
Okay.
if you know.
Maybe if I see the actual picture,
Yeah, I can
paint.
see some over William Blake. Those sort of classic things, yeah, I guess.
Oh, you're in that as well then. Okay.
Yeah, no. What specifically was it that you like? So you like the old masters? Did you like the old master techniques?
Um, it's more how the style and the dark to light was my real love for it. And obviously Caravaggio was a bit of a bad boy. So, you know, he
Yes,
didn't really play
he
by the
murdered
rules,
someone,
so to
didn't he?
speak. But he painted some oh, it's
Hmm.
just genius. And back then as well to create such masterpieces, just you appreciate it so much more when you're up and you paint every day. You think, wow, this is incredible.
No, I completely agree. That's really cool. Is there other more modern artists that you use as like an inspiration, even like any art in general, as in music, art, performance, anything? Because you've brought up musicians a lot already.
Yeah, I Monopoly. I think he's cool. I think what he's doing is amazing. He's very see, he's more Andy Warhol in my eyes. That's the kind of vibe I get from him. And I think that's cool. Yeah, I did painting for McGowan's family. That was lovely. And the side of things, he was like a poet. And I play a lot of music when I'm painting, so that obviously influences me whilst I paint. So I'll paint with like classical music. So I'll put maybe some rap on. It varies, you know, and it does come out in the paintings. But yeah, it influences everybody. It's a form of art in itself, isn't it?
Yeah, my degree was in music, so
Oh,
I
really? Okay,
understand.
cool.
Yeah. Would you make music yourself?
I guess so. Do you? Do you music?
Yeah, yeah.
You
My degree
do?
was in songwriting. Yeah.
Okay. And have you done lately?
I don't think I do well. That's
Why?
my problem. I just don't. I'm not
So you
confident
don't
enough.
paint, and you're not making music. What are you doing?
I was working.
You need to
That's the
change that.
extent of it.
You need
Yeah,
to
I
change
know.
it. Do some
But
dark
mhm.
stuff, some dark music, dark Frankenstein painting. You better
Yeah.
do it though. I know you're nodding your head. You probably won't do it.
I would just I won't tell
I
anyone
hope
about
so.
it. That's the difference.
Would you like to sell your work?
One day, maybe.
So there's a money aspect to it as well for you.
Potentially. I mean, so I'm from like a council in Cornwall. That's the my background. So
Okay, cool. I come a
it
council estate.
it feels like a hard reach sometimes, you know.
Yeah, I know.
This job's great, you know, I'm really happy.
But trust me, Jesus was born in a stable. Never forget that, right? We're from council estate, and there is definitely hope. You don't believe me. I'm living proof. Like, oh, trust me, I've had struggles. I'm not gonna lie to you. It's difficult, but most importantly, you've just got to keep doing it. And if I can today be your encouragement to do it, believe me, it works. I was in the ring with Conor McGregor, Andrea Bocelli. Like, it's you think
Cool.
about it, but believe me, you can
Mhm.
do it. I
You,
do. I hope this is encouragement.
of course it
Even
is,
if it's
yeah.
dark, who cares? That's your vibe. That's what to do.
Even reading about your story was inspiring completely.
I'm glad it inspires you. Hopefully, you start.
You
I get the
mentioned
get all the time.
religion.
People say, "Yeah, well, I'm gonna start doing it," and I ask a few weeks later, "Have you started?" Nah, I'll start. I'll start soon. So you better start doing it.
All right, I will for you, I promise.
All right, here we go.
No, I promise now, I have to. I won't break a promise.
Okay, good. It's ordered as well, so you can't go back on
Yeah,
it.
no,
Oh, there
exactly.
you go.
Everyone will see it, including my dad. But
Yeah.
you
Believe
mentioned
me, like
religion.
I've some amazing places in the world. I've got some amazing things planned in the future, and it's put me. I'm very religious. So I believe in God. I believe there's something
Yeah.
greater, and I think there's a in it which says your gift will put you in places of powerful people. I might be referencing that a little bit wrong, but the gist of it is your gifts will put you into those places. And I'm living proof. Like I'm telling you, it happens. You just keep with it though. You have to be patient. If you and you be patient.
Have you grown up with religion?
Yeah, I have. I come from a Catholic family. Obviously the Catholic,
Mhm.
Catholics don't have that great rep with some of the churches, but I think it's Jesus for me. I know to get preachy, I don't know, some people don't
No,
like all
no,
that.
get it. I like it. It's cool. Do it. It's
It's just my
authentic.
life, and what I've done. So yeah, I give glory to God on what I do. Like it's helped me. So I don't think any of this will be possible without God, if I'm totally honest. And the older I get, the more I realize that. So it's trying to pass that on, I guess, as well. And this year I'm going to be doing a lot more biblical painting,
Wow.
just like make it modern, just because some of the paintings are a bit dated from, back Renaissance times. So I want to make it modern because I don't feel like it's done enough and from a modern perspective.
No, I completely agree. I love it that all of the stuff we talked about links together with that.
Yeah.
I always feel it's interesting when you put Bible passages and stuff under your artwork. Is there do you pick specific Bible passages sometimes when you to put under that relate to it?
You know what it is? These influencers and these things, if I'm going to influence the people that follow me and vice versa, the people that I follow, I try to follow people that's quite influential. So like if I see a Bible verse on someone's story, that's going to trigger me to think, oh, I need to read my Bible. Like I was reading it this morning. And for me, it's just if I see it, then it's better. It's me to, going on Instagram too much and scrolling for hours. Whereas if I do scrolling, then I'd rather see stuff that encourages me and influences me in the right. So yeah, I try to put something meaningful. I kind of more as well, so it influences the right message as opposed to the wrong message.
What do you want people when they look at your art to take away from it?
Well, like today for you, I'm talking to you, and I'm hoping that I encourage you to start painting and to realize that it is possible. I'm nowhere near where I would like to be. Like, obviously, I want to be a lot more established, but I've got a great team around me. But I would like it to encourage the next person to pick up a brush or write a song or write poetry or whatever it may be, but just create. I think create is the magic we're all born to do. So yeah, I feel it's nice to hopefully encourage people to be more creative.
I've seen on your Instagram you have a lot of like Marvel and paintings that you've done. Are you a big
A lot
superhero
of what,
fan?
sorry?
Marvel and DC. Are you a big superhero fan?
I love Marvel and DC. Do you?
Yeah, yeah, it's the comic books.
Oh, have you? Oh, sick.
What DC?
I think Marvel, but I don't
As in
know.
films?
Oh, so I love Batman, but then I also love Spider-Man. Superman, huge for Superman. I love Spider-Man, great, and then I love the X-Men. It's such a tough one.
You
It's
can't
like saying,
pick.
what's your favorite song? Like, it's so to pick. Have you got?
My favorite song?
Yeah.
Oh no, no, I can't. I wouldn't be able to pick
Uh,
off the bat.
It's such a tricky one, right? So it's just, yeah, a bit Marvel or DC. Maybe Marvel. I don't know. It's a
Do you
tricky one. What
collect
about you?
comics?
Pardon?
DC comics, definitely, but I prefer Dynamite comics altogether, which is completely irrelevant.
Yeah. So
But
you prefer them over any other comic?
yeah, yeah, Dynamite ones. There's other
Okay.
like, small, like weird, like, little tiny comic things, but
Do you
yeah.
know comic fan Eminem? I don't know if you knew that. He loves
No, I didn't know
comics.
that.
Yeah,
Oh, that's cool.
and Ross.
Really?
Yeah, Jonathan Ross is one I never really thought would be, but yeah, apparently he's a huge comic fan. Yeah.
Do you or is it just films?
I don't know, but it's nice to know that you're doing it because I don't really speak to many people that do it. So maybe I might have to buy a couple.
I took an artist the other day to the comic shop down the road, and
Oh,
he bought
sick.
his first Spider-Man comic.
No way. He bought
So
Spider-Man as well.
yeah, I'm encouraging him apparently.
See, there you go. Powerful. That's
What did
cool.
you think of the newest Joker film?
What, the Joker 2?
Yeah,
I didn't watch it because I had heard so many bad reviews, but I love the first one.
I
First
loved the
Joker.
first one too. I thought it was great.
Have you second one?
No, I haven't yet. I've put it off for exactly the same reason. I don't want to be
Yeah, maybe
disappointed.
the council estate thing.
Yeah, it must be. Yeah, I'm just to be disappointed by it. That's all. So I
Yeah,
assume
and
you're
then two, I was meant to go see
Mhm.
Gladiator 2, but then I heard terrible reviews on that. So I'm waiting for it to come on Amazon, then I might watch it on that.
Your favorite Joker, Heath Ledger.
Yeah, I think so.
So
He's
you paint
just
him
no one
the
because he's
best.
dead. But Jack Nicholson was brilliant as
No,
well.
I think so.
He was our actor. Jack Nicholson, Heath Ledger, probably up there, definitely. Although Jacqueline, I think I'm pronouncing his name right. Jacqueline Phoenix is amazing as well. In the one, he was brilliant.
Yeah, Joaquin, yeah, he's cool.
Joaquin, yeah, Joaquin, yeah,
Yeah, my first Joker was great as well.
amazing,
I
amazing.
did. What did you think of Robert Pattinson as Batman?
I didn't rate him,
No, neither. I hate it.
but that was quite dark. I'm surprised you didn't like that one because it's quite a
I
dark film.
I thought it completely lacked story, to be
Yeah,
honest.
I think it lacked everything. I just didn't rate it at all. It's terrible.
And I feel like what's the that played Catwoman? I can't think of her name. She's
Michelle Pfeiffer?
gorgeous. No, no, no. Then that newest Batman. I felt like she was just there to be attractive, and that really let
Yeah,
me
more
down.
commercial
So,
side of things.
but yeah, yeah.
Because I've done
No.
stuff with Warner Brothers as well, and they say a lot as well. They say that it wasn't great. They didn't rate it. This is just some of the people that work there. I'm not saying
No, no,
the,
yeah.
the people.
What was it
But
you
yeah,
did with them?
I did stuff with Combat. Do you remember the game Mortal Kombat?
I love Mortal Kombat. Yes, yes.
Yeah.
I was Katana for Halloween this year. So
No way.
yeah, yeah,
You're a proper
no, really
geek.
cool. Oh no, no. This is on YouTube. Yeah, I'm a proper geek. You also did
No.
Fighter, didn't you?
Pardon?
You also did some from Fighter, didn't you?
Yeah. Yeah, I
Yeah,
did Ryu,
yeah. I
by
saw that. That was
Hawking.
sick.
Yeah, that's one of my favorites.
Yeah, I
And
loved
then I
Fighter.
incorporate neons onto my pieces just to make it that little bit quirky and different. But yeah, they're really popular.
Mhm.
And I'm gonna do Ken, Ryu and Ken. I'm gonna do a Ken one but I just need time to do it. So they're both facing off each other. It'd be quite cool.
Do Chun-Li.
Um, yeah, Chun-Li, cool. Yeah, maybe her. Who else was there? Dyson, is it Dyson? Who was the guy with the mask? Was it Vega?
Yes, Vega. Yes,
Like
that was.
Wolverine with a claw thing.
It's got like purple trousers.
How old are you?
24.
Oh, wow.
Why?
And
Why?
you know all this, so cool.
Oh, my sister, I've got lots of older sisters who
Oh,
are
that's how you
in their
know. Okay.
30s. But
On
yeah,
my age.
no.
Okay,
But
cool.
yeah,
Okay, yeah,
yeah.
that's really cool. Yeah, Ryu did Scorpion for Mortal Kombat. The bust, they had like this
Yes.
bust. I helped
Mhm.
design one of the busts, a unique one of one. So that was pretty cool.
That was really
Um,
cool.
yeah, it's this stuff to it, and then there's, sounds of everything.
We only have a minute left
A
before
minute left.
Zoom
Okay.
hangs up on us. So can you give a shout out to any emerging artists that you think are cool?
Oh my gosh, there's so many to choose from. Some of my friends on Instagram, Scott Greenwood, a great guy. Fitch, another great guy. Mason, I've started following him recently. Mason Newman, I think his name is. Oh,
Yeah,
please forgive
well,
me if I get.
I'm
You
friends
know
with
him?
him. Yeah, 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 with him.
Cool
He comes
guy,
down here
great
a lot.
vibes. Yeah, all these lot. I'd like to think like we're the that are coming through now. It's nice.
Mhm.
Well, when you're being delusional, but you'd like to see these lads coming to the top, and you're like, oh, this is the next generation type thing. Who else? Love Alec Monopoly's work. Amazing. I think whole persona's cool.
Yeah, it's my
He's just
favorite as well.
he's cool. Yeah, I've got to meet him a couple of times. Really nice guy. Yeah, he's cool. Yeah, that's it. And hopefully, I'm going to
Where
see your dad's
can
stuff soon as well.
yeah, where can I work right now?
You can go on willmcnally.com, or you can come onto my Instagram as Will McNally Art. I'm also keep it exclusive of my artwork, Nectarine House Art Gallery.